Loyal to this week's weekly recap from November 18th through November 22nd. Let's go! And as always, starting with the Wednesdays, we had tons and tons of exploring and side questing, which was so much fun. After that, we went back to castle where we meet this character that wants us to go into the bottom of the castle, because there was a little few schematics for artilleries, which we wanted. We also fought our first sentry bot called Sarge. It was a lot of fun, but he also blew us up so many times. After that, of course, we built the artilleries, and we put those up, and we actually learned how to shoot with those, which was a lot of fun. After that, since I do leveled up and I got myself master picklocking, we went back to Vault 111 and got the cryo gun, which was After that, we went to visit Kellogg's memory, and we find more clues about our son. And as with the Wednesdays, Thursdays also was a lot of exploring and side questing. Of course, not as much as on the Wednesdays, but we did find Dance and the Brotherhood of Steel. We had to help them out with a couple of stuff, and they offered us a place into the Brotherhood of Steel. After that, we moved on with the story a little bit, and we got both our power suits, and we went up to Virgil, who was way deep outside of the map. After Virgil tells us that we have to get a course chip to get into the Institute, we also do a few little other things, and we actually find the old Vault tech guy. You know, the guy in the beginning that's like, hey, here you go, we just need to verify some information or whatever not. Also, we went to the bowling alley. It was a lie. A horrible lie. After that, we find out that we need the railroad people to decode the chip for us, and that's pretty much where we ended up on the stream. Coming down to the Fridays. Of course, we once again start with more exploring and a little more side questing. Not as much as the other days though, but we did it anyways. After that, after getting a little side quest, we actually get a little sword with radiation damage. It was a pretty cool sword, I like it. We called it our long penis, because, I don't know, we got bored. After that, we also went up building a new little building in our sanctuary place, and I say it looks a lot better than my first ever building, if you remember that from, I believe, the second or third day. Also, we took over a Starlight Drive-In, and we made a huge wall around it. And we put up some defenses, a little few jobs, and whatever whatnot. We also made a little house in there for the people to sleep in, so they'd be all happy and whatever whatnot. After that, we went onto the Freedom Trail to find the railroaders. We did find him. Also, we got to do a little romance with Piper. And then we decoded the course chip, and we ended up there at the Fridays. And of course, as we come down to the Retro Saturdays, as always, it was a good day of retro. Not much to be said. We got from 50 stars to 83 stars in the Super Mario 64. Leaving us 37 stars to go. We had a lot of trouble with some levels, but it was all okay. We'll get there next Saturday. We will finish the game, because that is my goal on the next Saturdays. As we come to the final day of this week, we clear up some loose ends because we finally got the schematics of Virgil to get into the Institute. After a lot of exploring, we actually happened to find a sledgehammer by just a random guess. I mean, how nice was that? We named it the Banhammer after a request of Savior 1942. And we also got some new hairstyles, and we actually built the teleporter. Shocker! After that, of course, we went for the Institute. The leader of the Institute was weird. It was crazy. It was mind-blowing. We were searching for our son. We were thinking that 10 years have passed after we saw our son being kidnapped. Actually, it had been 60 years, and the leader of the Institute was our own son, Sean. Our mind was blown. After that, we got a little tour around the Institute. We also did promise Virgil to get a serum to heal him. We did, and we healed him. We had to wait for 3 days after giving it to him, and he became his normal own being, which was amazing. Also, we got to do a little few missions for the Institute. We actually got to take this guy, Gabriel, back, who apparently was a synth, who was a leader of one of the gangs of the Raiders. There was not much problem after getting that. After that, we get another reclaiming mission. We have to get 4 synths back. But we decided to let him go because they were all scared and stuff. Like, they had feelings and they wanted us to reset to their free will. Like, no way, Jose. After that, father, or rather said, our son, who is old, apparently now reveals that he is dying. And he wants us to be the next leader of the Institute, with everyone being like, he's not a scientist. And he said, we don't need another scientist. We need a leader. After that, we get sent to Mass Fusion, which we were unable to find. And we actually quit it off there and called that a day. And this was the end of this week's weekly recap, my friends. I would like to thank you guys, as always, for watching. If you want to see last week's recap, click down below for last week's. If you want to see me live sometimes, I would suggest you would check out the Twitch button and check my channel, follow me there, and get a notification when I go live. If you like the video, feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more or would like to see more, hit up that subscribe button. And as always, this is Ratkanos, and I'm out, and I'll see you guys on the next recap.